Happy pre-Maryland Million Day here on Friday, October 21st. We have 9 races on the card, with the feature race being the 5th race, an allowance here, 5.5 on the turf. But join and tune in tomorrow, 10:30. We have our morning show with Tim Tulloch and Dan Illman from the DRF. Dan and Tim are going to have some great information from us leading in to the Maryland Million Day. First race is at 11:30.
Slight favorite now, 9-5. Jerry's Jeb, 9-5. 2 Jason takes long. And they're off. Good break there for Jerry's Gem. Heads or tails racing up on the outside, and Jason takes long right there in between horses. The trio sorting out at an opening furlong. Next is Captain Cardo and Stone Courageous trailing the field. So on the inside, Jerry's Gem headed knock in front now from Jason takes long in second. In third is Heads or Tails will settle right off the speed. Another 4 or 5 lengths back, and it is second to last Stone Courageous, and trailing the field is Captain Cardo. Jerry's Gem's the speed now heading into the far turn. Jerry's Gem a length in front from Jason takes long. Heads or tails now down to the inside in third position as they round that far turn. Stone Courageous next and Captain Cardo. 3 furlongs from home. Jerry's Gem in front from Jason takes long. Gets away a length and a half. The main danger now. Heads or tails. Heads or tails firing up on the inside into second and taking aim at Jerry's Gem, reaching the quarter pole with about a length and a half lead. Third is Jason takes long. Back to Stone Courageous in fourth. Top of the stretch, Jerry's Gem asked the question to go on. Leads at a length and a half or 2 in front from Heads or Tails in second. Down to the inside, Stone Courageous is picking up third. Jerry's Gem still willing past that furlong mucker. Leads it by almost 2 lengths from Heads or Tails in second. And Stone Courageous third. Jerry's Gem just too tough. Jerry's Gem hangs on to win it by a neck. Heads or Tails the second. Stone Courageous. Jason takes long. Minute 24.28.
When we started adding protocols, the first thing we knew we wanted to do was to add veterinarians watching training. We really had to look at all of the opportunities that we had to impact horse safety. Controlling medication and training, which had never been done. Investing in cutting-edge diagnostic techniques. Decreasing the amount of medication that was in the horse on race day. Right now it's training, but we're checking horses that are racing on Saturday. Thank you. You're all right, sweetie. I feel like we are changing things for the better.
Right now it's basically just being present. We do examine various horses in the days leading up to it. Race day, it's every horse. We're watching the horses, how they warm up. Now they've got weight on their back. We're on different surface. We're still following the horses. All the horses look good during their warm-up, sound, ready to run.
I truly feel like we are moving the sport forward. The horses are better for it. We've really changed to focus on putting horses at the center and being the most important part of the equation.
They are in the gate. And they're off. FOMO is a bit slow to go. Uncle Remy's very fast. Uncle Remy, Gallant George picks up the chase in second and Worthy of Gold in third. Then flashes back down to the inside in fourth. Mogaloo is fifth. Winston's Gold next in sixth at Dr. Rags, followed by Great Assumptions in the back of the pack. And Board Certified and FOMO trailing the field. Heading into the turn, Uncle Remy, the one to catch. Uncle Remy gets away by 2 lengths into chasing Gallant George in second and Worthy of Gold in a good spot third. As they round that far turn, midpoint of that turn, now pushing into fourth is Great Assumptions and Mogaloo racing down to the inside. In the meantime, Dr. Rags is going to be widest of them all into the stretch and flashes back on the inside. Quarter of a mile left to go, second wire finish line. And it's still Uncle Remy trying to hold on to the lead desperately. Gallant George is there, Worthy of Gold, and flashes back to the inside. Motors on to fourth, followed by Mogaloo just at an even clip on the far outside. Great Assumptions, and here's Worthy of Gold. Worthy of Gold takes over with a 16th left from Gallant George. Winston's Gold is picked up third. It's going to be a scramble on for fourth. Worthy of Gold. Minute 3. In the gate. Waiting for Fashionista to settle. Straighten. They're off. Block Party's hustled up on the extreme outside. Here's That Some Kiss. Speed on the inside. Right there, too, is Coffee Bean settling into third. The outside is Poet in My Heart in fourth, and Lunar Ice between horses in fifth. Bonko Miss and Fashionista trailing the field. Block Party's the one to catch on the lead. Now 3 parts of a length tight on the inside, but tugging on through is That Some Kiss. That Some Kiss. Heating up the pace with Block Party. Now they head-to-head for the lead. Lunar Ice in a perfect spot right off that duel, heading for the turn. Poet in My Heart is right there, too, in the far outside. Poet in My Heart out in the clear, moves just to third now. Lunar Ice fourth. Back to Coffee Bean, who's in fifth, and Fashionista 7 to make up. And trailing the field is Mako Miss into the far turn. They roll with That Some Kiss in front, length and a half from Block Party back second. Lunar Ice and Poet in My Heart side by side, and Coffee Bean down to the inside, and Fashionista about 3 deep with 2.5 left to go, and Mako Miss trailing the field. Top of the stretch, That Some Kiss leads them in from Block Party by 3 lengths. Fashionista on the outside. Coffee Bean comes off the inside. Coffee Bean third. Fashionista driven in fourth, but just at an even pace. That's Some Kiss and William Humphrey. They're in front, going strong by 4 lengths now from Block Party second. Then Coffee Bean third, and Fashionista on the outside. A 16th left to run. That's Some Kiss. That's Some Kiss. Solid by 5, maybe 6 is Block Party second, and third will be tight. Photo there, can't call that one. Coffee Bean on the inside of Fashionista, and then Lunar Ice. And a restored order. And they're off. So to begin was Carolina Sun. Restored order flying up on the outside to grab a narrow lead, and he's Orientate with early foot 2. No Angel just off them racing in third position. Marathoner pushing along the fourth. Putin on line fifth, Never Satisfied. Racing 6, Dr. Davis travels 7th on the inside, 6 to 7 lengths on the speed. Back to Monster Mason and Wicked Mad. Awesome Jazz back of the pack with Carolina Sun trailing at about 15 to make up. Round that turn, it's Restored Order on the outside, knocking heads with He's Orientate. Taking off the inside is No No Angel to come with a 3-wide bid. No Angel looming up there 3 deep at the blue cap. And on the far outside there, also there is Marathoner trying to kick in as well. Marathoner lingering along now in 4th spot. They're trying to close to the back of the pack now. Bobbling there a little bit there was Wicked Mad, who had to steady just a tad down to the final furlong. And it is No Angel. No Angel breaks free and flies away. No Angel opening up 3 now, 4 lengths. Here's Monster Mason running into second. In between horses, it's going to be tight there for third. A gang of 3 or 4 across the track. And they're off. Icy Reply, quick out of the gate. Icy Reply from Tam Char. Boss Angel on the inside. Great Baroness is moving forward to the second flight. Esperana on the far outside. Esperana into third. Great Baroness is back in fourth in mid-flight. Back to Boss Angel, who's settled in fifth. And Polish Cookie is next. And Bella Bettina racing on the far outside. And Meraviglioso saving ground and trailing the field is Foul Balls, who's last now some 10 off that pace. Heading into the far turn run. Scrambles on for the lead. And Esperana surged up there 3 wide with Icy Reply. Tam Char at the rail right in a 3-ply battle. It's another 4 lengths back. And here's Boss Angel trying to pick up on the inside. A Great Baroness. 3 deep is Bella Bettina racing in 6th position. Meraviglioso is next. And Polish Cookie second to last at the quarter pole. And Foul Balls trailing the field. Top of the stretch. Wide open affair. Esperana on the outside. Tam Char at the rail. Icy Reply still sticking in between horses. So Icy Reply and Tam Char, the 2 that go on from Esperana. Out in the center is Boss Angel trying to pick up a share. Down inside is Meraviglioso. Head-and-head battle. Tam Char, Icy Reply, Icy Reply, Tam Char, Icy Reply. Here's the line. Tam Char from Icy Reply, Meraviglioso, then Esperana, and a photo next. Minute 12.72. with William Humphrey up. And they're off. Midnight Revenge and Divine Romance speeding out to the lead. Here's Never Done into third. Exclusive Rose is next, and Blame Catalea racing fifth and improving a spot or two within 4 of his speed. Next is Me Darlin' Kathleen. Latosh racing back of the pack, and trailing the field is Bally High with 4 furlongs left to run. Midnight Revenge has a length and a half lead on Divine Romance in second, and Never Done is worked up in between horses into third. Blame Catalea ridden along there fourth. Now with 3 across the track, 3 furlongs left to go. Midnight Revenge has company. Divine Romance in between horses, and Never Done there on the outside. Blame Catalea trying to get motivated there from fourth. Latosh has 7 to make up with a 1/4 of a mile to run. Exclusive Rose is next, and Bally High and Me Darlin' Kathleen. They turn for home. Divine Romance battles hard down to the inside with Never Done on the outside. Never Done maybe ahead in front of Divine Romance. In third is Blame Catalea past the furlong marker. Divine Romance. Divine Romance rolling up on the inside to reclaim that lead. Outside is Never Done. Not done yet. Divine Romance, Never Done. Divine Romance does it for Country Life Farm. Divine Romance from Never Done second. And then it was Blame Catalea. Latosh was next, and Bally High. Jester Cowles, No Joy, even money. 9 to 5, Bandits Warrior. And they're off. Bandits Warrior very fast away from the gate. Bandits Warrior opens the length and a half. That opening 16th of a mile. Mercury headed No More Mask. And then it's back to Bucky's Charm. Jester Calls No Joy. Broke Lash is making progress on the outside, moving into third position. In the back is Factor in the heat. Only 5 lengths will cover front to back. Bandits Warrior the speed over to the rail, leading the way about a length and a half from Mercury headed Jester Calls No Joy. Jester Calls No Joy picking it up quickly into the second spot. Factor in the heat is fourth, and No More Mask and Bucky's Charm trailing the field. Into the far turn, Bandits Warrior in front from Jester Calls No Joy. The lead's almost 2 lengths. Here's Bandits Warrior trying to kick away once more, now 2.5 furlongs out. Jester Calls No Joy still got a rally there from the second spot. Bandits Warrior still got running plenty of it too. Bandits Warrior turns for home with a 5-length lead, leaving Jester Calls No Joy reeling back in second. On the inside is Mercury Head, then Factor in the heat of the outside. It's a 3, maybe a 4-way scramble for second as Bucky's Charm is out toward the center of the track. A dazzling run from Bandits Warrior, who'll win by 7, widening lengths at the end. It's Xavier Perez, Bandits Warrior to do it. Second, could be No More Mask there on the outside of Mercury Head. Joe Phillips. The outside with Jaron Barbosa. 5.5 second wire finish. And they're off. Filigree asks for early speed, and Smitten Enough has come up to take the lead. There's Smitten Enough just in front from Noble Callisto in second, and Filigree up there with position in third. And Strike Silver's next in fourth. Joe Phillips on the far outside is next, and Bosses of Pal's only 4 to 5 lengths off his speed. Another 2 lengths back. Loaded Snipers, followed by Gray Stand Up on the inside. Chauffeur back of the pack with Password Protected, trailing the field into the far turn. Smitten Enough up front from Noble Callisto. The lead is about a half length. Noble Callisto keeping heat there on Smitten Enough. Filigree sits in a perfect spot there from third if good enough, and then Boss is a Pal just outside of Filigree's, moving along from fourth and has run 2 tips to the far outside. Boss is a Pal coming out in the center of the track into fourth, and there Filigree gets through. Filigree down to the inside from Smitten Enough, and Boss is a Pal on the extreme outside. Strike Silver coming with a late run too. Filigree, Boss is a Pal. Boss is a Pal now with Filigree. Boss is a Pal, and Filigree is 16th out past the first wire, out of the second wire. Strike Silver third. Boss is a Pal and Filigree. Boss is a Pal, Filigree. Third will be Strike Silver.
Thank you for watching the races here at Laurel Park. Once again, early morning show for the Maryland Million is at 10:30. First race is at 11:30. See you then.